And welcome to CF Gales Fieldhouse on the campus of Langston University, of course, here in Langston, Oklahoma. Welcome to Langston Lions Women's Basketball, sponsored by LU Athletics, MJ Bail Bonds, Community Health Centers of Oklahoma, Guiding Right, Blue Sky Bank, and also Tinker Federal Credit Union. Now, the ladies Lions have won 5 straight games. Thursday night, they beat OCU on the road 74-57. It was a solid wire-to-wire performance. Now, the Lions forced 19 turnovers and scored 22 points off those turnovers. 3 Lions hit double-digit scoring. Alyssa Palmer, Janiyah, or Tuck as they call her, scored 16. But the star of the night resided with Ari Hunter. She posted nearly a triple-double in the game, 17 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. Now, the Lions have improved now to 13-2 overall, 7-2 in conference. The Lady Lions are flexing in confidence right now and showing signs that their offense is starting to catch up with their defensive intensity. If it does, and when it does, this team will be extremely hard to beat. The Southwestern Christian Eagles are on a 2-game winning streak of their own. They are 8-5 overall, 5-4 in conference. Thursday night, they had to hold off a late rally from Central Christian in the final seconds of the game to win 60-57. Now, this team has 2 dynamic scorers that pack a strong 1-2 punch. Now, this is the first time these teams have met this season. Langston has won 5 straight in the series, and the Eagles are trying to put themselves in position today, packing one of the best defenses in the Sooner Athletic Conference to get that win and push them over the top. Taking a look at the standings overall in the Sooner Athletic Conference today, coming in today, you're looking at the top, Nelson College sitting there at 7-1 in conference final, followed by USAO 7-1, Langston sitting there at 7-2, MACU, and of course College of the Ozarks then sit at 6-2, and then 5-4 is where you'll find Southwestern Christian. So very tight among the top. And these are the mid-January games where school is starting to buckle back up, get back into regular motion, that you really want to stack a few wins, because as teams start gearing up for that tough push through February to get ready, of course, for a conference tournament, and then, of course, the March basketball, and when we talk about tournament play for the NAIA. Now, Langston currently is still ranked number 11. Expect them to be sitting there when the new polls come out next week. They're due out next week, and I would like to see where they overall are going to move and show what kind of momentum they have. So good morning or good afternoon, depending on how you like to run your Saturdays. I'm Maurice Prince. We'll be joined a little bit later on by the coach in the box, Gary Wood himself. Now, as we get set for conference play this afternoon and get ready for a game, it's always a good idea to hear from the head coach himself. Moments ago, I had a chance to talk to head coach Chris Vincent, and these were his thoughts concerning today's contest. Maurice Prince talking pregame with women's Langston head basketball coach Chris Vincent. What impressed you the most over the win against OCU?
I thought we were pretty decent, I would say, in transition on the offensive end. That was one big thing that I've been emphasizing these last few games, like we had talked about last time, and just being able to convert off of our turnovers that we create, and to start to see that, fill into some more free throws, some more 2-on-1 advantage type points where we don't have to score on the half court. That's been good to see. So that was something that I thought was really good. Now, on the reverse, I thought we were horrible in transition defense. So hopefully the two will be much better today together.
Hunter had an amazing game, 17 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds. I mean, basically almost flirting right there with the triple-double. What makes her so unique?
I think her IQ is something that when she first came here was what really stood out. And throughout the year, she's adjusted, and she really takes what the defense gives her. Early on in the first semester, she was taking on more of a scoring role in times she felt she had to. Now with Tuck back, that's, put her in more of a facilitator role at times, and you're starting to see those assist numbers go up for her since Tuck's got back. So she's starting to, trust the other guards around her. But, for her to put up those numbers, I'm not surprised. She has a knack for the ball, but her IQ is what I think really leads to those numbers. And it's good to see her now starting to not only be a scorer but a facilitator as well.
Bench production in this last game was 32 points. What kind of led to that production, and is that something you would like to see more often from your team?
Yeah, honestly, for us, I think we have 9 starters in my mind. So, it's really earned in practice. We don't put a huge emphasis on who starts the game. It's kind of who finishes. But for us, that second core that can come in, they're right there, and they've proven to just say, Coach, I'm ready to go in whenever you need. And that's a huge mindset for us. So, our bench productivity, has been, good in the last few games, but I think you're going to start to see more of that now that we have more of a full roster than we had early on, where, hopefully we don't have any drop-offs for whoever comes in.
Southwest Christian, the duo of Kristen Harlan and Kadron Scott, kind of a dynamic team there. What must be done to slow them down?
Yeah, they played really well this year. They've, snuck up on some people early on. They've played really good games, some tight games. They're very competitive. He's got them playing very hard right now as well. It's going to be a good test today at home. We've definitely talked them up to where we think they are, and they're right there as close to a tournament team as possible. So I told them this is probably the best team that we've seen in over a month. So we got to protect the den and do exactly what we do every day.
You kind of led right into my question. They do play an aggressive style. So what kind of game do you expect? Just a lot of pressing in this game, or what do you like in terms of offensive flow? What do you expect?
I think we just need to stick to what we do and do it at an elite level, but a very detailed level. I think no drop-offs, no fluctuating runs that we've had, in the last few games. We got to eliminate the 6-0 run, or then we get on a 10-0 run. Just consistently, meeting these small W's that we put on and mark up on our whiteboard before the game, and just playing hard for a full 40, and just taking a play at a time. That play at a time mentality has been new to a lot of these players, and just not letting that affect the next thing, because, there's close to 200 possessions in a game, and in transition. So there's a lot of things that need to add up to finishing a possession. So that's something that I've put a lot of emphasis on. So that was a huge one that we talked about with them today, just because of the way in which they play.
Yeah, when you start talking about this Southwest Christian team, this is a team that is ready to line them up and lace them up with Langston in any way. When Coach Chris Vincent makes the comment that he says this is as close to a tournament style of team that they have played to this point, that says a lot about how good they truly are and what kind of coach Andy Rollins has for his team overall when we start talking about these Lady Eagles team. Because when it comes to them being able to get the job done, they're going to have to get it done in the defensive end. And if anybody did not know, in terms of overall defense, they rank number 4 in the Sooner Athletic Conference for doing the defense. And I still will say, and I will bring my guy in just a second here to confirm that, but the Sooner Athletic Conference is one of the premier conferences when it comes to basketball in the nation. So we say it ad nauseum because it needs to be said, because this will be one conference that will likely get 4 teams in when it comes to March. Hey, we're still in pregame, and I told you I'd find him. Here he is, folks. Of course, the coach in the box, Gary Woods. Good afternoon to you, Gary. How you doing, sir?
Hey, how you doing, Maurice?
When we start talking about this Lady Lions team, it's built on defense. It's built on defensive intensity. And lately we have seen this team start to rally and start to roll on the offensive end of things. What's that tell me is if this team ever gets the offense to roll with the defense, oh my, Gary, what will we see from this team?
Man, I tell you what, I watched this team play against OCU earlier this week, and let me tell you, they maintained control most definitely of the OCU Stars game. Really, really good guard play. And I'm talking, from start to finish. There were times where, of course, offensively, the Lady Lions hit a lull, but they maintained control from start to finish. I see that the bigs are coming along, but really this team is led by a 4-guard rotation, big time. And, and I know that we have starters, but as you watch this game, you'll see a combination of players. I want to say that Coach Vincent, I want to refer to him as CV, he's going to rotate in 6 guards. Then he's going to turn around, he's going to rotate in 4 bigs. And all of them have a unique style of play. This is a very deep team.
Now, turning to Southwest Christian today, you heard me talk about the dynamic duo. I don't know how else to talk about it when it comes to Kristen Harlan and Kadron Scott. They both are averaging about 15 points a game overall in the contest. But Kadron Scott is also, not only that, she's also the team's leading rebounder, pulling it down about 6 boards per contest overall in the game. So when you start talking about them, that's something that you're going to have to be able to address. And according to Coach Vincent, CV as we're going to call him, looking at things, he said they've been able to sneak up on a few teams.
Yeah.
So Langston says, I see you, and identifies who you are early on in this contest. Expect them. Now, again, Langston has won 5 games in the last 5 games in this series, and this is, again, the first time these teams have met this year. So putting into perspective as well, Langston averages 71 points per game against the Eagles, where the Eagles average about 64 points. That's in the course of this series. Now, if you look at the head-to-head numbers, says it's 1 point difference this year. You're talking about Langston averaging 67.5 points on this season and Southwest averaging 66.5. So when you start putting the points and the numbers together, Gary, that means we could have a barn burner if Langston chooses not to bring the defense, which is number 1 in the sack, it is top 10 in the nation, to the game today. If they choose to let it sit outside and don't bring it here, I'm telling you right now, the Eagles will be more than happy to come in and take it.
But as I was mentioning earlier, when I was talking about guard play, look at what Langston allowed their opponents to score. 50.4. So you're talking about a 17-point margin of victory consistently, versus their competition coming into that. And that's the X factor, right? Whenever you're able to run 8 to 10 players out there and you can maintain a high level of intensity, if you don't have that depth coming off of your bench to match Langston's intensity, that's where they tend to make gains on people, shut them down, and continue to expand those leads from period to period throughout this game.
And again, if you don't like a lot of airspace and you don't like a lot of space to run, don't come to CF Gales, because the Lady Lions have been known to not allow you to have that freedom to move around.
Right.
So that's just kind of where we are. We're less than a minute away from tipping off today's game, and this is a Sooner Athletic Conference game this afternoon. Happy that you're with us. Today's game, of course, being brought to you by Blue Sky Bank, MJ Bail Bonds, Community Health Centers of Oklahoma, Guiding Right at Tinker Federal Credit Union. I'm Maurice Prince. He's Gary Woods. It's going to be time here for just starters to get announced here in just a moment here. But I'm excited about a couple of things right now. Again, I still say the Sooner Athletic Conference, Gary, is still one of the premier conferences in the country. Right now, currently in the top 25, there are 4 teams. There are 2 teams in the top 25, but USAO and Nelson, who are both sitting at the top of the conference standing, are not in the top 25.
Really?
They're not. Now, the new poll comes out this week, and I think that will get adjusted, and it should, because those teams are worthy to get there. And that's going to let everybody know what kind of dogfight we have. It's time for the starting lineups and the playing, of course, of our and recognizing our great country with the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, good afternoon and welcome to America's Palace of College Basketball, Marcus Haynes Court at CF Zip Gales Arena here at Langston for the first game of today's Sooner Athletic Conference doubleheader between the Southwestern Christian Eagles and your Langston Lions. Let's welcome our visitors from Bethany on Route 66, the Eagles and Southwestern Christian. At guard, a 5'8" senior from Stillwater, number 1, Jaden Mason. 5'9" senior, also from Stillwater, number 11, Kristen Harlan. At the 3, a 5'8" junior from Edmond, number 14, Brooke Robertson. At the 4, a 5'9" senior from Hugo, number 22, Kadrin Scott. And in the pivot, a 6' senior from Oklahoma City, number 21, Alexis Robertson. The Eagles are coached by Mark Arthur, assisted today by Stephen Davis. And now, Lions fans, the one question, are you ready? Here's the starting lineup for the 19th ranked team in women's basketball, the Lions of Langston University. At guard, a 5'7" senior from Louisville, Mississippi, Langston's All-American candidate, number 15, Ariana Hunter. At guard, a 5'7" junior from Atlanta, Texas, the stealth bomber, number 22, Alexandria Jefferson. At the 3, a 5'9" grad student from Oklahoma City by way of the University of Tulsa, number 3, Alyssa Palmer. At the 4, a 5'9" junior from Tulsa, number 4, Nat Jones. And in the pivot, a 6'1" junior from Bridgeport, Connecticut, number 10, Amaris Timmons. The Lions are coached by the Robert Montgomery.
All right, Gary, let's go ahead and confirm the starting lineups, what you got for me.
Starting for the Lady Lions? Sure. Starting at guard number 3, Alyssa Palmer. Starting at forward number 4, Nat Jones. Starting at forward number 10, Amaris Timmons. Starting at guard number 15, Ariana Hunter. And starting at guard number 22, Alexandria Jefferson.
Head coach, of course, for the Lions is Chris Vincent. And for the Southwestern Christian Eagles, Andy Rollins is the head coach, of course. We have number 22, Kadrin Scott. Number 21, Alexis Robertson. Number 14, Brooke Robertson. So we have a Robertson and a Robertson on here. Then we have a number 11, Kristen Harlan, and number 1, Jaden Mason are the starters this afternoon. The Lions, of course, are wearing their white jerseys with orange numbers. And, of course, the Eagles are wearing their black jerseys, blue lettering, and, of course, with their numbers, they are set to go. Early on in this one, Gary, is going to be about who's going to establish their identity and really set the tempo in this game.
Yeah, most definitely.
All right, going up top, working the ball around the perimeter now. Setting up, backing up. Palmer. Jefferson lets it fly. She was knocking him down in pregame. I knew she was going to come out and start firing, and Jefferson misses the first one. And here we go. The Lions set up, line up in man-to-man defense, and we're set to go here. 9:38 to go in the first. 0-0 is the score. Ball on the left wing. Back up top. Trying to work the ball, trying to find some angles to work here. Being challenged right now by Hunter. Hunter had a near triple-double the other night against OCU. Ball to the corner. Langston pressures, drives inside, contact. Going to the free throw line will be Jaden Mason, who found a crease and attacked the defense.
Yeah, they're going to call that on 0-0. So. Yeah, number 10.
So Amaris Timmons getting her first foul of the afternoon. So to the line now goes Mason. Mason knocks down the first one. And then right now the Eagles take an early lead in the contest that they have.
Yeah, Lady Lions just needs to come out and take their time, rebound Timmons.
Okay, 1 of 2 on the shot. Rebound by the Lions. Here we go. Hunter gets it back over, working the ball around to Nat Jones. Now back in the hands of Palmer. Over to Jones, working the ball at the wing. Right wing. Over to the left. Driving inside, kick. Jefferson has it. Swing to the corner. Palmer up fake, drives in the lane. Swings it back out. Hunter fires a 3. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Jones. Jones bounce pass out. Jefferson decides to fire another one. 0 for 3 from deep. Lions got to find another way to get some points going here. Contact. They're going to get a foul called there against number 21, Alexis Robertson, on that one.
Yeah, Roberson was a little bit late to the ball. Of course, she bumped Hunter and knocked her out of bounds. But Langston's doing a good job of fighting for those loose balls.
Several rebounds coming on and extending of possessions right now. You just have to say 0 for 3 for deep for 3. Jefferson turns, fires from the corner. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Jones. Jones again battling
Nice
inside.
rebound by
She picks
Jones.
up the loose change and makes $1.
Yeah, good job by Jones. Just a point of interest for you all. Jones is the daughter of, guess who? Langston All-American and Hall of Famer, Nate Jones. Currently a basketball coach at Millwood High School and special ed teacher.
Shot from the right wing is no good that time by Brooke Robertson. And you better understand, you're going to have to identify who she is. She is one of the best shooters in the Sooner Athletic Conference from deep. She's one of the best shooters in the nation. So you got to pay attention to what she's able to do. Pass inside, nice working, and nice job by Timmons, working around underneath the goal, finding the spot, and using the backboard as a shield.
Yep. She did a good job, too, of drawing contact under the basket. You know, that's one of the things I did. Like, ball went into the high post to Jones. Jones did the nice high-low down to Timmons, and now the Lady Lions are shooting 2.
All right, so the Lions lead right now 3-1. And going back to that point, Gary, that we're going to have to talk about, Brooke Robertson on the year, 48% from deep. 1 of 2 is Timmons on that. Here come the Eagles. Eagles press. Working the ball on the right side of the court. Trouble with the handoff, and it's going to be, as you say, Gary, going to be a turnover.
Yep.
And that's something that you have to watch here. Both teams force their opponents to 20 turnovers a game. Langston forces 23.7. They force, meaning the Eagles, force 20.3. So the question is, the team that does not have as many unforced today, Gary, I think will have an advantage as Jefferson lines up another 3. Thought she could get that one to fall, and so far in this game, Jefferson is 0 for 4 from deep.
Yeah, she's a 3-point specialist, so she's going to keep putting it up until she finds it. Because when she does, my goodness, loose ball.
Jones battling. The ball's going to get knocked
Saved
out.
by Jefferson.
Jefferson making the extra effort. Losing some skin on that one. Pull-up jumper by Palmer.
Nice.
And the nice elbow jumper is true. And the Lions lead 5-1.
Very, very smart move by Palmer. She was able to come in. She could have penetrated all the way to the rim, but she has confidence, skills in her game. Pulled up the midi, knocked it down nicely.
Ball on the left wing right now, being harassed up top by Timmons. And Timmons is going to get caught for that one. And
man, that's her second.
And that's going to be Timmons' second foul. She immediately starts heading to the scorer's table here.
Yeah. And they were going to sub her out. Of course, you got,
Autumn Simon
coming in, yeah.
And talking to Coach and the coaching staff about the play of Simon, Simon is continuing to get better. The last 5 or 10 games, she has really started stepping up and performing at a high level, and she really gives them what they want. They don't want a 1 and a 2. They want a 1 and a 1A. And Simon is showing flashes that she might be able to fulfill that role.
Yeah, well, she's definitely athletic. She's long. Of course, she's JUCO transfer out of New York. I really watched her closely earlier this week against OCU Stars. She played very well and really made her presence felt. She's a good alternative to Timmons there in the low post.
All right, G. Harris comes on in. That, of course, that is Jamari Harris. Harris is, I really want to say, the ability to be electric at any given moment. She's just a dynamic player, and she can score at so many levels of it. It's just a matter of, will she feel comfortable enough today to have a one of explosion as Jaden Mason finds a crease, drives right down Main Street and scores. Nice job by Jaden Mason on that.
Yeah, it was.
2-point game now. Tuck is in the game now. Palmer back to Simon. Simon step back shot. Couldn't get
nice
it.
Rebound.
Tucker went and battled for it. Could not get the put back to fall. And now here come the Eagles with a chance to tie or take the lead. Going to get the ball to the corner and fire it. And that 3-point shot is good. And I guess that's knocked down there by Kristen Harlan. Harlan, the team's second highest leading scorer, but only by a tenth of a point. So like I said, you have in terms of scoring, they have 2 players that can light it up at any given moment. Tuck inside, drives it in, bounce pass inside. Nice dump down to Simon, who is fouled on the play. Good job by Jefferson, whose assist numbers are continuing to trend up as she continues to see the full roster being committed here at Langston, meaning that all the players healthy and on the floor. She can really get into one of the things she does very well, and that's getting the other players the ball, Gary.
This team is at their best when they move the ball as opposed to dribble. And you're going to hear me say that, of course, today a lot. But, passing is definitely the key, and considering the number of guards that are on the floor, especially right now, we have 4 guards and 1 post player, you got to work the basketball.
1 of 2 they go. Rotating down, Simon was late on that one.
Yeah.
And I won't say she was late. The communication between her and Harris was not on the same page.
Yeah, the switch wasn't clean.
So both teams have 3 fouls apiece. Now going to the line right now, I do believe that's Kadron Scott at the line. And she knocks down the first one. So Scott goes 2 of 2 at the free throw line. She's a very good free throw shooter.
Yep, she hails out of Hugo, America.
So right now the Lions are down by 2. Hunter looking for space to operate. And right now, got to give the Eagles credit. They are willing to play some man-to-man defense, but somebody forgot to check the back door as Simon slid down and got an easy 2 off a kiss off the glass.
Yeah, nice opportunity there for the Lady Lions. Anytime you have a 2-3 zone, you alter it by splitting it. Steal by the Lady Lions.
Harris has it, gets it over to Tuck. And Tucker's going to lose it because she never had true possession of the ball. That's one of those times your feet are moving faster than the ball got there.
Yeah.
4:31 to go. Ball on the left wing, handoff. Ball up top, down to the corner. Lions remain in man-to-man defense. And right now the Lions are willing to switch everything. And they're going to call a traveling call against Kadron Scott there.
Yeah, it was.
So a timeout has been called on the floor here. Just a reminder, of course, of today's sponsors of today's game. Of course, the community-focused bank is Blue Sky Bank. Hey, they're taking a step toward, you want to step toward getting better personalized service and community growth and a brighter financial future. Become a part of a community-focused bank that puts you first, because here, your goal are our priorities. Blue Sky Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So far, coming out of the gate, Gary, the one thing that you would have to say right now, the only ugly number that the Lions have posted up, and I think that's really impeded them from having a deeper lead, is the 0 for 5 from deep from the three-point shots.
Yeah.
And again, we can always talk about there's good three-point shots and there are bad three-point shots. Bad three-point shots are contested and typically not in the flow of the offense. Those were not those type of shots that we saw. They just weren't falling, which means to me you have to put a little bit more effort in to get a better shot to put yourself in a better position to score, because the Lions clearly can find backdoor and space to operate on that box down low when the guard drives right toward the elbow, and then you have a rolling Amaris Timmons, or in this case Autumn Simons, who's come off the bench with 3 in the first early on in this game.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And here's the other thing, too, about three-point shooting. You got to get on early, right? So you take your shots early. Right now it's 8-8. You're not hurt by any of it. But, again, if those three-point shots aren't falling, you got to recognize that pretty quick before you mess around and shoot yourself out of a game.
No, and that to me is a very important detail. When we start looking at it, 4:14 to go before the end of the first. Hunter across the timeline, standing on the logo. Great game early on in this contest. Both teams still adjusting. And Southwestern
bad pass,
trying to now change things up if they switch to a zone. Tuck with the up fake into the lane, glides to the basket, shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Scott. Scott throws it ahead. Driving inside, spin move, trying to finish with the left-hand shot, no good. Tuck with the rebound.
Yeah, Tuck had a situation where she could have driven.
And
as
you were saying,
yeah.
Tuck for
nice
2.
runner by Tuck. Yeah.
That's one of those things. That's just before, as my analyst will always do, and the coach in him, before he can make the correction, she made the correction for him.
Right. shot, rebound, Lady Lions.
Tuck with the good deflection puts it back in the hands of the Lady Lions. Here comes Hunter. Hunter drives, throws it. Palmer, walk up three. Front rim shot, no
Rebound.
good. Harris with the rebound. Hunter in the lane.
Midi.
Shot, bounces around, no good. Rebound by Scott.
Not bad. You get 2 shots on the possession. Not bad.
In terms of rebounding overall right now, the Lions are really doing a great job owning that 9-7 right now. But the key thing is 5 offensive rebounds for the Lions early on in this game. Pass inside, deflected by Tucker. Now Palmer. Here she comes. Down to Simon.
Mishandled by Simon.
Simon could not hold on possession of the ball, but that was a good look, good idea, good pass.
Yeah, you had a 3-2 fast break. You got to cash those in.
So Simon comes out of the game. So now DT, Deasia Thomas, comes in the game. Along with returning back is Jones, and Jefferson is back in as well. So now coming across, Harlan going to give the ball up. And we're taking the ball around. Scott for a deep three-point shot, back rims, and chased down by the Eagles. Good hustle. Up fake, inside, pass inside, stripped by Tucker. Now turning, firing inside the lane. Tucker battling. The ball's going to go out of bounds, and it will be Langston ball. But nice job inside. I got to give her a little bit of love is Mainers from the Eagles. Was that her? No, that's Carmela Jefferson. Jefferson was battling down low, one of the smallest players on the court, 5'3", getting those rebounds amongst the trees. You got to like that. I don't care what kind of basketball fan you are. Ball to the corner. Jefferson fires.
She going to put it up.
Side shot, no good that time. 10-8 is the score. Lions now 0 for 6 for deep. Make that 0 for 7. Ball in the hands now. On the left wing, Jefferson applying pressure. Inside, Scott fires. Shot no good. Nice rebound there by Gladness, who just checked into the game. Nice dribbling by Mason on the baseline. She's going to get contacted for a foul there. And they're going to call that foul against, of course, Deasia Thomas. Team foul number 4. So on the next one, we'll have to be mindful. Jefferson comes out. So Danae Crosby comes in the game now for the Lions. 1:28 to go, just under 90 seconds. Gladness throws it back out to Jaden Mason. Jaden Mason has 3 in the first quarter for the Eagles. Back up top, Gladness has it. Back in the hands of Jefferson. Jefferson drives and kick. Now to the corner. Langston continues to play in man-to-man defense, and 1 second on the shot clock. She'll be a shot clock violation. Nice job on the Lions, continuing that defensive pressure throughout that possession.
Yep, you're right. That is a sign of good pressure, good on-ball defense whenever you just don't give your opponent a good look at all, and that's exactly what the Lady Lions have done.
To the corner. Shot. No good that time by Tuck. And the Lions can't buy a 3 right now. They might better off just trying to drive the ball inside a little bit here. And it's going to be an offensive foul. Gladness set the screen.
Gladness,
on the screen. Team foul number 4. So 40.7 seconds to go. Lions up by 2. Crosby throws it in. Here comes Hunter. Hunter has not got into the scoring yet. She's 0 for 2 on the field right now. Swing it up top. Crosby into the lane, stepping back. Over to Jones. And now they're going to call a foul on the floor against, against, I want to say that one was against number 11, Kristen Harlan. Doesn't necessarily agree with the call. But Harlan's going to take a breather, come out of the game as Taylor Mainers comes in the game. And now Thomas comes out, Simon returns. 20.8 seconds to go. Tucker at the free throw line. And Tucker gets that one to fall. Tucker in the game off the bench right now. She's got 3. Looking to make it 4. She knocks it down. Lions extend their lead to 4. 20.8 seconds to go. Shot clock turned off. Going to catch that contact right there. You don't like to foul like that by Crosby because that one was, 60 feet away from the basket, and that's just giving him a chance to get to the free throw line in this case. So now to the line goes Carmela Jefferson.
Palmer re-enters the lineup to replace Crosby.
So Crosby comes out.
Harris re-enters to replace
And Harris has now returned to the game as well for the Lions. 16.3 seconds to go, along with Palmer. And Jefferson gets her first free throw attempt to fall. 12-9, 16.3 to go. And she front rims that one. Rebound pulled down by Tucker. Across the timeline we go. 8 seconds. Tuck across the screen. Back over to Palmer. 3 seconds on the clock. Palmer behind the back dribble. Swings it. Tuck for 3 as time expires.
Bang, bang.
And she can cash that one. All they needed, Gary, was it to be a last-second call. They just needed the clock to go down just a little bit. It's time to be that. So end of the quarter, the Lions will finish with the score being 15-9. So as we get ready to go here, it's time to talk about the right way to play. When we play the right way, everyone rises because the right way isn't just about the rules of the game. It's about respect for the game and the culture it fosters. The NAIA takes the student part of student athletes seriously, balancing growth of the whole person with athletic achievement because that's the right way to play. On the field, in the classroom, and within the community, the NAIA, college athletics, the way it was meant to be played. Maurice Prince and Gary Woods here on the call. Gary, your overall take from the first quarter of basketball.
Yeah, overall take is that I think the Lady Lions are playing the way we anticipated them playing, at the exception of they're not really shooting that well from the three-point line. And I don't know, I was going to ask you about the free throws as well. It kind of looks like our free throw shooting we might be a little off there.
Well, from the free throw per shooting that you're talking about, we're 4 of 6 right now.
4 of 6, okay.
66%.
66%, okay.
So it's not terrible, but again,
it ain't good.
It's not what you want. I mean, it's just 2 free throws, but you want to see that. Over the course of the season, in terms of that, you talking about the three-point shooting, Langston's a 31% free throw shooting team. So being at 11% is not anywhere close to the average.
Right.
But this is an element of the game you would like to have it as a weapon.
Yeah.
So in certain games, you give more of a green light, I would think, if you're Coach Chris Vincent, because you want that to continue to develop and be able to shoot that shot with confidence.
Yeah.
However, you got to temper that shot when it's not going down and you're giving momentum to the other team.
One player is taking the majority of the three-point shots.
Yes, Jefferson has 5 of them.
Right. 5 of how many total?
5 of the total 9 three-point shots we take.
Okay, so more than half. So that's all. I mean, it's just, and she's our three-point specialist. She's one of them. She just needs to get on, and trust me, sometimes it comes out early. Sometimes it's one of those things where you got to find your rhythm mid-game. But all in all, I mean, Lady Lions are playing pretty good. They're definitely forcing the turnovers, and that's one of the things that we were talking about earlier is what does Southwest Christian do in terms of, forcing, turnovers of their opponent versus what Langston does. But I think it's a different story when these two teams go against each other, right?
Right.
It's a matter of whose defense forces the turnovers and who you're playing.
Right, and then you don't spot them with those unforced turnovers.
Right.
That's the mistake that you just don't want to make. So we're back to live action here. On the floor for the Lions, you have Harris. You also have Hunter, Simon, Jones, and Palmer on the floor for them. For the Eagles, you have Jefferson. You also have Scott, Gladness, Mainers.
Turnover.
And it looks like we got a turnover call, but also on the floor is Jaden Mason. Jaden Mason played every minute of the first, and I expect her to play even more minutes in this game. She is quite dynamic overall. So the ball in the hands now of Harris, not of Harris, I'm sorry, that is Hunter. Now moving the ball around. Palmer fires a three from the top of the key. Back rim, no good. Simon battling. She was lucky that time it wasn't called for over the back. She was close on that one. Jefferson has it, being guarded now by Harris for the Lions. 9:19 to go before the end of the first half. Swing over. Scott in the lane. Tries
Nice
to finish,
move by
driving the
Scott.
basket,
Got
gets her own rebound.
Yeah.
Over to Jefferson. Back in the hands now of Mason. Jefferson providing some speed and some ball handling skills. Nice job by Simon guarding the smaller player. The Lions switch everything. Down inside is going to be a turnover. When the Lions refuse to switch, great things can happen on the defensive end because they guard 1 through 5. Palmer over to Jones. Cross-court pass over. Hunter, wide open shot for three. Back rims for that one. Good look, just was not falling for the Lions. Lions now fall, of course, to 1 of 11 tonight from deep. Ball around. Up top, Mason has it on the right wing. Handoff to Maynard. Over to Scott. Scott thought about it. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Once again, the Lions playing aggressive throughout the entire possession. Scott almost loses it. Good ball pressure again by the Lions. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Doesn't realize it, and time expires.
Excellent defensive play by the Lady Lions. I mean, again, this is where we talk about turnovers. This is part of it, whether you're having a loose ball turnover or if you're forcing, not penalties.
No, you're talking about 30-second shot clock violations.
Yeah, shot clock violations or infractions.
And you are a believer that shot clock violations are turnovers.
Yeah, they are.
Working the ball around. Palmer lines up another three, and she laces that one. Went to the left wing to finally find some range there. So 18-9, the Lions have doubled them up right now. Ball on the left wing, trying to get some action started, but the Lions' man-to-man defense has been strong. The ladies are playing very aggressive, stepping out and fighting over all the screens. And that time they're going to catch. I think they're going to catch DT with her hand in the cookie jar that time.
Yeah, Thomas, she kind of reached over the back a little bit. Got to be, aware of where she is. I mean, I think the bigger thing is that she doesn't have to necessarily always reach. Just keep the player away from the block, and I think she'll be fine.
Both teams overall in this contest shot just under 25% in that first quarter. The team that finds some traction, as Hunter is going to end up with the foul there, that is team foul number 3. And if you're Langston, don't extend it by putting them on the free throw line, Gary. I just don't want to see that happen here. Okay, it's team foul number 2. I'm a little moving ahead of myself here.
But I get where you're coming from. You definitely want to watch out for sure, because how do you climb back in the game? You're up by 9 right now. What do? You go to the free throw line.
And this is a team, meaning the Eagles, that shoot 72% at the free throw line.
Right.
And you give them that kind of time and given that,
Yeah, they'll work their way back in. Clock stops. They're sitting up there just knocking it down 2 points at a time.
All right, 19 seconds on the shot clock. Here we go. Ball in the hands of Scott. Cross-court pass. Up fake by Mason.
Ooh.
Mason drives baseline, kicks it out. 3-point shot,
Ooh,
and it is true.
Done. Yeah.
Nicely done that time by Taylor Miners on that one.
Yeah.
18-12 is the score. 7:07 to go. But that was a big shot for them. They've only taken up until that one. That is their 4th 3-point shot of the game. They're officially shooting at about 50% right now.
Not bad.
Driving inside and drawing contact, Danae Crosby. So team foul number 1. So Diazene Harden, who was in the game, did not get a chance to announce her, so she checks out, and then Tucker returns to the game right now. Tucker, the high flyer in this game overall, she's got 7. And
nice.
Tucker showing some
look
hop.
At springs,
look at her still working hard.
She didn't hit the basket, but golly, man, the way she pops up off that floor is just amazing in terms of her ups.
So Thomas picks up her foul, team foul number 3, and now Simon returns. And they're trying to buy some minutes here because you kind of get it under 5 minutes, then you can consider bringing in Amaris Timmons, but based on circumstance, if you need her. But as to work right now, the Lions have got to maintain. Ball in the hands of Scott. Gets it to the left wing. Up fake. Mason drives in the lane. Can't get it to fall. But contact team foul number 4.
Of number 12.
Foul's going to be called this time against Tucker. That is Tucker's first foul. So now Hunter returns to the game. 6:29 to go before the end of the first half. So Mason has 3 points on the afternoon. Back rims that first one. And there are 3 Eagles with 3. You have Harlan with 3.
No, misses both
and she
of
misses
them.
both. And then on the rebound, Gladness works her way inside and gets it. And Autumn Simon is caught there standing. Don't know exactly what happened, but we do know this. That's team foul number 5, Gary.
Yeah, how many is that for Simon?
Simon just picked up her second foul.
Yeah. You know, Simon couldn't believe the call because she said, I slapped the basketball. Yeah, but you're reaching over the back, and that's going to get called a lot of times.
Gladness knocks down gets her first points of the game. She's getting them at the free throw line. She's got 1, make that 2 now. 2 of 2. 18-14. And in terms of just points in the quarter right now, both teams have scored 3. Make that the Eagles have outscored the Lions 5-3. Inside goes Tucker.
No, missed it. Rebound Gladness.
I mean, what a nice hop step, if you
will. It really
will.
was. It really was. Jump stop.
Exactly. Easter Bunny wish he had hops like that. Going to the left. Shot is up. No good that time. Rebound by Tucker. Tucker pushes. Pass inside to Hunter. And Hunter's going to get fouled. Team foul number 2 coming against the Eagles. But what great vision there by Janiah Tucker. Lacing that.
Fouls on Southwestern Christian's Taylor Miners, her first team second.
So Taylor Miners getting that foul called against her right now. So more substitutions. 5-2 is the foul situation, and barely 30 seconds have really gone off of game clock, Gary. 5:55 to go. A long way to go here.
Yeah, every time you turn around, there's either a ball out or there's a foul that stops the clock.
Jefferson's back in the game now.
Lady Lions up by 4.
Ball back in the hands of Hunter. Hunter around the screen, drives, and they're going to call an offensive foul.
Yeah, they're going to call that on
Jefferson. So Allie Jefferson in this particular case just picked up her first foul. But needless to say, that's team foul number 6. But because it took place on the offensive end, that doesn't give them immediately free throws. Gladness working the ball around the perimeter. Eagles looking to get some things going up top. Ball at the top of the key, now to the left. Pass over to the right. The right wing. Gladness inside the lane. Shoot, shot no good that time. Rebound by Hunter. Tucker finds a crease, drives the lane.
Oh, my
kisses
God.
it off the glass and scores.
Man.
What an assist by Hunter.
Definitely. Did you see the ups on that on that runner?
Tucker did a great job and elevated. She just picked up foul number 2.
Yeah.
Foul is on Langston's Jemiah Tucker, her second.
So she's got 9 first half points. And a timeout has been called here on the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, a special thank you to
We will take a look here and see exactly what it is. I think we have a 30-second timeout here. No, it's a full timeout, but we will stay right here, Gary. Overall in the quarter so far, the Eagles have shot in the second quarter 1 of 4 for 5 points so far. Then you've got 1 of 2 from deep 3 points, 1 of 2 from shooting the 3 right now. Free throw line 2 of 4, 50% shooting on that. Where you got the Langston Lions on their side of it, 2 of 7 total field goal shooting, about 28% for their 5 points. And then Langston has shot better in the 3-point shot in the second frame 1 of 3, 33%. So the quantity and the amount of the three-point shot has gone down, and the Lions have been able to maintain a 6-point lead to this point.
What's the difference in turnovers, Mo?
Turnover as it stands right now. Okay, Langston has 2 turnovers, and the Eagles have 10.
Yeah.
So that's one of those lines that you and I talked about in pregame quite a bit.
Yeah.
Langston, as long as you don't just offer them free turnovers, it will allow that. But the Eagles, by having the turnovers that they have and being -8 in that category, is really what allowed Langston to maintain this lead.
Yeah, yeah. And then also, too, offensive rebounding. Langston's getting more second-chance opportunities, even though it may not be translating to second-chance points.
Yeah,
but
again,
they're out rebounding.
Because the Lions are not shooting as great, they're being out-rebounded 20-14. And as far as that goes, the Eagles have 14 defensive boards to Langston's 8, which is impressive. Because Langston's not shooting the ball well. That's really what it comes down to. I'm taking the ball out of the net from threes that you're missing, as that free throw's knocked down there by Mason. Mason now with 4 points in the first half of this game and pulled them within 5. Two of 2 at the free throw line for Mason now. So she has a total of 6 in the first half.
For Southwestern Christian, number 14, Brooke Robertson.
So 4:51 to go. Hunter. Over to Harris, back to Jefferson. Back over to Harris. Harris in the lane.
Loses it.
Trying to dribble through contact. It's a turnover. And so here we go. The Eagles with a chance
2016.
to draw a little bit closer with a 3 or a 2. Pass back up top, deflected by Jefferson. And
They're going to call a foul on Jefferson.
Foul is on Southwestern Christian.
so they're going to
is
call
it?
the foul
Southwest
against,
Christian. Oh, okay.
against Jaden Mason, her second personal foul, team foul number 3. Lions are getting close there. Hunter. Over to Jefferson. Jefferson in the lane, bounce pass inside. DT
short.
with the short, but she chases down her own rebound. And
Steps
she's going
out.
to end up stepping out of bounds.
Yeah. She got that ball down the baseline, a little over 4-foot jumper, 4.5-foot jumper, and she didn't necessarily elevate off the floor when she took that shot.
Yeah, she did shoot it flat-footed.
She
You're right
shot
about
it
that.
flat, yeah. Switch, good. Oh, I think that's a travel. What do you
Nice
think?
job by Jefferson weaving and getting to the basket
Yeah.
with that up fake, but that long step, that's one of those
Super Euro.
superheroes. Sometime it's good, sometime it's bad on the consistency of that call from the officiating crew. Tucker. That's not Tucker,
Nice.
that's Palmer.
That's Palmer.
Driving the baseline and scoring, and a kiss off the glass for
Yeah.
Palmer.
Little reverse layup there. Nice job by Palmer.
Nice job giving the Lions back an extended lead, 22-18, 3.5 to go.
Some fancy dribble work there.
Kicking the ball back out. Gladness. Over to Mason, who tries to finish,
Mason.
and she does finish with the reverse.
Nice reverse layup.
2-point game now, Gary, as the Eagles have slowly climbed the stairs back into this game.
Wow, Jefferson wanted it. Bang, bang.
Three-point shot,
rims
not
out.
able to fall. Harris gets the rebound to the glass too hard. Rebound pulled down by the Eagles.
Yep.
2:48 to go before the end of the first half. Swing to the left wing. Pass inside, tries to finish. Nice job by the Lions, who throws it back in on the save and gets it back in the hand, and it falls for Taylor Miners.
Yeah, Jefferson did a great job of going for the save, but her other two teammates quite they weren't aware or alert enough to be able to see that the ball was saved, got by him, turnover.
22 points, tied up each. And we'll be back here in just a minute. You're listening to Langston Lion Women's Basketball, brought to you by MJ Bail Bonds, Community Health Centers of Oklahoma, and Guiding Right. Welcome back. Maurice Prince and Gary Woods on the call. 2:26 to go before the end of the first half of this one. And we're all tied up, fouled by great gameplay coming off the bench now. Taylor Miners has tied the game up with 22 for the Eagles. Palmer laces up another three, side rim. Nice rebound by Simons, who battles.
Rebound by Simon.
Simon battles in, and now Simon has 5 points in the first half of this one. 24-22 now.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at Simon. She's a junior. That's an opportunity for her to come back. Oh,
Jefferson with the poke away. Ball in the hands of Palmer. Drives through two. Drives through contact. Team foul number 4 called against the Eagles. Now back to the free throw line goes Palmer. Palmer has not been to the free throw line right now, tonight, or today, I should say. Let's see what she can do with this opportunity right now.
Really excited. I was about to say I'm really excited about Simon. I hope that she's one that we can get to stay around here for another season. That's one of the things I'm visiting with Coach Vincent that he talked about. He said, hey, Coach, he told me, Coach Woods, he says, I'm really trying to get these players to stay around here for a couple of years. If they get pulled out to a Division I, so be it. But, his intent is to try to recruit for the longevity of the program.
Palmer knocks down and goes 2 of 2 at the free throw line. She's got 7 first half points. 1:47 to go. Ball up top. Bounce pass to the wing. Handoff right there at the elbow. Nice switch by the Lions. Want to give some love to Diazene Harton, who's checked in the game right now. And do we have a foul?
Yeah.
Couldn't quite catch who it is.
They're like 12. No, it's not 12.
So that's going to be called against. Didn't quite see who that one was. They're not putting it up on the board, so I'm not sure. We'll find out in just a second. But the first shot by Scott is good. Scott's been quiet in the first half. 0 of 5 from the floor. She's got 2 points. Make that 3 with the free throw. Make that 4 as of now. Back to a 2-point margin right now. So here we go now. Back to work.
Smash
and knocking it down. Palmer's on fire now.
Oh, man.
So
Another
Palmer
downtown. Yes.
So Palmer has now put the lead back up to 29-22. And that last foul was called against Alexandria Jefferson on that play.
Jefferson.
So contact right time. Paul from the shot from the left wing. No rebound and battling for it. 2 Lions. And now the rebound's pulled down by Harden in the hands of Hunter. Hunter in the lane.
All the way.
Coast to coast she goes.
Yes,
and
sir.
the lead is back up to 7. Nice job by the Lions with the burst here. A quick burst of 6 straight points. Largest lead in the first half of this game right now was 9 points. And the Lions are on the verge of pushing it back up there again while we're under a minute to play. 16 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh, wow.
Scott with a nice dive down to the basket. Back to a 5-point margin. 25 seconds to go. Shot clock turned off. Lions are going to play for 1 here, Gary.
What are you thinking, a 3-point shot?
Well, right now I'd find a way to get the ball in the hands, honestly,
of number 3.
of Palmer.
Palmer.
Alyssa Palmer has been just amazing. Swing
Skip
to the
pass.
corner. Harton for 3 with 5 seconds on the
rims
clock.
out.
Couldn't get it to fall. They're going to push the ball. Ball in the hands right now. As time expires, Kristen Harlan fires up a shot. But at the end of the first half, the Lions are up by 5. Coming up, the MJ Bail Bonds halftime report. We will be back here in a few minutes to break down the first half we have seen. He's Gary Woods. I'm Maurice Prince. This is Langston Lions women's basketball, brought to you by LU Athletics, Blue Sky Bank, Tinker Federal Credit Union, MJ Bail Bonds, Guiding Right, and Community Health Centers of Oklahoma.
Discover the culinary treasures of Black-owned restaurants with the new foodie edition of TBC Magazine. This special issue celebrates the remarkable talents of chefs and restaurateurs. Dive into one-of-a-kind recipes and inspiring stories that showcase the rich diversity and innovation within our community. Don't miss out on your copy. Available with the Black Chronicle newspaper or via email. Visit us at 1528 Northeast 23rd in Oklahoma City or call 405-424-4695. For more details, visit blackchronicle.com. Get your issue today and celebrate the flavors of our heritage.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and do you know a student that would like to win a $10,000 scholarship? Yes, I said $10,000. Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores and Perry Publishing Broadcasting are giving a graduating senior from a Oklahoma City Metro school the opportunity to win $10,000 by just registering online. Each month during the school year, a Love Student Month will be selected for registration, and for winning, they will qualify for Love Student of the Year and a $10,000 scholarship. Oh, you guys, to get it, you got to register at www.kvsp.com, and that is www.kvsp.com. Go get your
Hey, what's up, guys? Jay Swick here. Now, I know a lot of you guys have hit me up wondering about Prize Picks, and I'm here to tell you it's the real deal. Utilize your sports knowledge and turn it into cash. Seriously, all you've got to do is download the Prize Picks app today and use my promo code SWIXPICks. That's right, SWIXPICks is the promo code. You get $50 in free lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. You don't want to miss out on that. Flex your sports knowledge and get cash for it. Do it today. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
This broadcast is the exclusive property of Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, reproduction, or any other use of the accounts, descriptions, or audiovisual elements of this broadcast without the express written consent of Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company is strictly prohibited. All rights reserved. This broadcast is the exclusive property of Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, reproduction, or any other use of the accounts, descriptions, or audiovisual elements of this broadcast without the express written consent of Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company is strictly prohibited. All rights reserved.
Welcome back to the MJ Bail Bonds Halftime Report. Maurice Prince and Gary Woods here. MJ Bail Bonds, a top bail bond dealer here in Oklahoma City. They understand that life has some unexpected challenges sometimes, and they're here to help you through them. Available 24/7 to provide expert assistance when you need it the most. Let Marlon James and his staff take care of you or your loved one who may find it themselves in a difficult situation. Marlon James was actually in the house today, and he was giving away another scholarship.
Yep, $250 to the deserving student.
Right. So I'm just going to say this. LU students, it pays to be at a game.
It does. It does. Right. I mean, all you had to do is, today was limbo, right?
Yeah, that's all you had to do.
So if you were short with any kind of flexibility, and I'm talking to my niece who didn't come to the game today, she could have, she's kind of short.
Right.
So she could have won that one, I believe.
Okay. Right. I mean, so it was that easy to do.
It was that easy to pick up $250, and it could have saved me $250.
Exactly. It pays to come to the game.
Uncle Gary.
And what I'm saying here is the announcer during the halftime, he had to call 3, 4, 5 times to get the students
to come out and get the money. Come try for this money.
All I know is, give it to the adults. There will be chaos on the floor.
Right.
A chance to walk out of here with $250.
But students are they're too cool for school.
Absolutely.
But I don't know about you, but back in my day, Mo, if I had a chance to limbo for $250, I mean, man, it would have been a line of people.
They wouldn't have had to ask that question.
You wouldn't have had to ask for $250 is a lot of money, for a college student that's broke.
That's meals on Sunday.
Right.
Meals on the weekends. If you get some gas money to get back. Yeah. There's a lot of options you could have with that at this time. The first half of this game, we ended up seeing from Langston, shooting 11 of 34 in the first half of this game, 32%, 3 of 16 from deep, 18% shooting, 6 of 8 from the free throw line, 75% overall. They lead 31-26. From the Eagles' perspective right now, they shot 7 of 21, 35% from the floor, 2 of 7 from deep, 28%, 10 of 14 from the free throw line, 71%. So Langston is performing at a higher rate at the free throw line right now. That's allowed them to maintain this. But they're going to have to understand how to get the momentum because the Eagles have been timely. And as much as it is a 5-point game, and Langston has not surrendered the lead at all, the biggest lead they had was late at the end of the second quarter, early stages of the second quarter, I should say, when they led by 9. Ever since then, the Eagles have been 1 or 2 possessions away the whole time.
Yeah.
What's working well for the Eagles? I can tell you what's working well for them. Gladness and Miners is working well for them. Their bench play coming off the bench for the Eagles tonight, you can sit there and say that they've had 10 points. That 10 points has really helped them get going when their starters have not. Caden Scott has 6, Harlan has 5, and Mason's poured in 5, and those are the scores for the Eagles. For the Lions actually have one person with double-digit scoring. That, of course, is Alyssa Palmer. She's got 12 on 4 of 7 shooting, 2 of 5 from deep. She has been the three-pointers.
Oh, yeah.
Lions have hit 3 of them. She's had 2. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and she's to boot 3 assists and 2 assists and 3 steals in the first half for Palmer. Tremendous first half. Nat Jones with 2. Timmons with foul trouble only has 1. Hunter has 2 with 2 rebounds in the first half of this game. Jefferson has yet to score. Harris has yet to score in the game. Simon off the bench with 5, but of course, Janiah Tucker off the bench with 9 points and 5 rebounds in the game.
Balling.
and 5 of those rebounds, she got 3 of them on one possession.
Right.
I mean, we can sit there and talk about how that is, but Gary, where do you think the team stands for Langston? What do they need to do to go ahead and finish this one out?
Well, I think, again, they need to definitely hone in on their field goal shooting for sure. I think it might be okay for them to kind of go away from the 3-ball a little bit. I think playing it smart, keeping the lead, getting paint touches, getting to the free throw line, knocking down their free throws. Defensively, I think they're doing a great job of forcing turnovers from Southwest Christian. They need to keep that pressure on and keep running. I think if they can increase the pace a little bit, that'll also play more into Langston's game as we see Timmons coming back on the floor. And then stay out of foul trouble. Don't put Southwest Christian back at the free throw line and let them stop the clock and climb back in this game shooting free throws.
2 stats to know, folks, out of the team stats. And that's really what the difference is in this game. What's kept Southwest Christian in this game? How about out-rebounding the Lions 23-18? What has hurt them and allowed the Lions to maintain the lead was the 12 turnovers to the Lions 4.
Right.
That's the 2 stats that you need to watch in the second half of this one. So Tucker going to the free throw line now after battling inside. She's trying to get into double digits and be the first player in the second half to do that. Tucker spins, fires,
rims out,
and misses that one.
Yeah, that shot was just a little flat. Like to see her use her legs a little bit more, come to her toes. That'll soften her shot. There we go.
So now going to work here. Here comes Mason.
Full court.
As Lions unleash full court pressure. Hunter picking her up. 9:41 to go. Standing on the logo. Cross the screen. Kick to the corner. Standing dribble and contact as, again, Tucker applying pressure on Brooke Robertson, who's been exceptionally quiet in this game. Over the course of the season, Robinson will usually get about just shy of 9 to 10 points a game. She has yet to score in this contest right now.
Yeah, that's Tucker's 3rd foul.
So Tucker's going to have to take a moment out. So Timmons on the floor. Timmons, Jefferson, Hunter, Jones, and Palmer on the floor right now. Shot from the right wing. Swinging it back up top in the hands of Scott. Scott ball fake, drives inside, going to kick it back out and reset. Ball in the hands of Brooke Robertson. In the lane goes Mason, bounce pass over. Robertson back out as time expires.
Yep,
does not draw iron, so it's a shot clock violation.
That's the 3rd one.
3rd one. It's a great job again by the Lions man-to-man defense. Not giving up airspace, not giving them anything to work there. Across the timeline now comes Hunter. Hunter looking for the screen. She gets it. Ball on the left. Up top, Jones fires. In and out. Wasn't able to get that one to fall.
Rebound
inside, Hunter bounce pass to Thomas, and Thomas scores it!
Yep.
Through the contact, and doing a great job there by Maris Timmons on that. Timmons did just a tremendous job of getting that ball off. And with another great pass by Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter did a great job of penetrating. I thought she was going to go all the way, and then she just dropped that dime down to Timmons. And even with the foul out, but she misses the free throw. But
Jefferson with the rebound.
Jefferson gets the rebound.
Palmer back to the corner.
Up, get it in the low post. Look in the low post.
Timmons looking, calling for it. Now she moves up to the elbow. She's going to flash, set a screen. Ball back in the hands of Jefferson. Jefferson up top. Contact, and they're going to catch Caden Scott with that one. Had Caden Scott probably tapped the ball ahead, that she might not have been called for the foul there.
Right.
So that is team foul number 3. Hunter to throw it into Palmer. 8:27 to go in the 3rd. Lions up by 8. Largest lead of the game was 9. Largest lead for Southwest Christian was 1 point in this game. Jefferson misses the shot that time, and then going to battle. It's going to be a jump ball situation, and it will be Eagle ball.
Yeah, turnover.
Mason being attacked in the backcourt by Palmer. Palmer covering. Working the ball around the edges. Back up top to Flash. Over to Robertson.
Low post
Scott,
open.
turn and fire. Shot no good. Rebound, Nat Jones. Jones presses. Jones swings it inside
Nice
to Timmons.
to Timmons.
And Timmons
Timmons
misses, gets
it.
her own rebound, and is
But she
fouled.
calls a foul.
What a job there by Timmons. What a pass by Jones. But
Yeah.
Timmons can glide to the basket and can score.
Yeah.
Timmons can easily have, although she only had in the first half of this game a basket, she can get 10 in the second half of this one.
Yeah, she definitely could, and that's a good job by Nat Jones. She got the rebound, initiate the fast break by herself, coming up that right side. And then she actually floated that pass a little high to Timmons, but Timmons went up, skied, and got it, and brought it down. But she only hit one of the two from the line there.
2 of 4 on the afternoon for Timmons at the free throw line. The Lions have got to get that number up as that free throw margin has
Turnover.
fallen now to 63% in the game.
By
Turnover. Jones has it back in the hands of Hunter. Hunter with great vision. Drives inside, tries to dump it down. Timmons wasn't quite ready for it. It's going to be another jump ball situation. It will be Langston ball this time. But Timmons wasn't ready for that one. And Hunter's saying, what do I have to do?
Yeah.
I mean, Hunter, most people talk about starting 2026 with all their resolutions. Hunter is trying to share the sugar in this case.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to be sweet and knock it and take it and put the biscuit in the basket.
Yeah, no, she actually shot a pass that was pretty hot down kind of around the knee area of Timmons, and Timmons is like, hey, look, man, I'm a big, you need to float it a little bit for me.
Jones with it back to Hunter. Hunter inside doing work. Shot by Hunter. Shot no good. Timmons tries to tap it out. Gladness with the rebound. Ball in the hands now of Mason. Mason being picked up by Hunter. And correction, that was not Mason. That was Harlan with the ball.
Oh,
drive
nice
inside
play.
by Mason on cue as she went ahead and scored there.
Yes, good play by Mason going down the right-hand side with the scoop shot off the glass.
Foul is on Nat Jones.
So Nat Jones getting called with the foul. Mason now with 7
At the line.
in the game. She has a chance to get on the free throw line. She's 3 of 6 at the line right now, and Jefferson and Timmons swap out as Jones and Timmons will be trying to box out for the rebound. And Timmons can't get it. Gladness does. Ball is loose over to Mason. Up fake by Miners. Ball back in the hands now of Mason. Mason. Handoff to Harlan. Harlan inside with the runner. Shot no good, but contact and the foul.
Who's the foul on?
So got to see who the foul's on this time. They're going to call the foul against number 3, Alyssa Palmer. Palmer says, I didn't know.
Yeah.
But Chris and Harlan back to the free throw line now. Diazene Harden comes back in the game, and Timmons is out as Simon returns.
Harlan at the line shooting 2.
Back rims that one. Harlan almost got a little bit, they say, of that shooter's bounce there.
Yeah.
But the lead remains 7. Again,
She hits the second.
Harlan knocks down the second one. 35-29, 6:36 to go. Across the timeline goes Hunter. Hunter swings it. Back in the hands of Palmer. Over to Harden. Harden's
turnover.
pass is knocked loose from Nat Jones. Going to be a steal here. Mason, up fake, down low to Gladness. Gladness can't get it to shot to fall. Simon can't control the rebound. Chased down by Jefferson, who has just checked back into the game. In the lane goes Miners through contact. Got hit in the head. Will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to get Simon.
Foul is on Langston's Autumn Simon.
That's her third.
So Simon picks that, but both teams now have 4 fouls apiece.
Shooting 2.
So just needing a moment. Looks like she's going to be all right. Again, there was a little contact there by Miners. Just a regular basketball play, but she needed a moment to gather herself. As DT checks back in.
Yeah.
Back rims that shot, no good there by Miners. She gets one more. Miners on the afternoon with 5 points. This was her first opportunity at the free throw line. And she goes
Rims out
0
the
for
second
2
one.
on that.
Wow.
Harden with the rebound. Ball in the hands now of Palmer. Back to Hunter. Pass to the corner to Harden. Brings it up top. Lions are rotating their offense. Swing back over to Harden. Nobody's in the corner. Now Hunter is. Hunter thought about the three. Fires the three. Can't knock the three down. Rebound pulled down by Mason. Mason drives. Kicks. Jefferson. Ball back in the hands now of Harlan. Harlan swings it over to Miners. Back up top to Harlan, who up fakes to Jefferson. Working the ball around the perimeter. The Lions not making it easy to get easy shots. And then somehow, some way, you gave a crease, and Hartland dived down to the basket with a little left-right action, Gary. Kissed off the glass shot, no good, but we'll go to the free throw line. But that's team foul number 5.
Yeah, who was that foul on? 13?
That foul was on Diogene Harden. Harden on the afternoon so far will have, that is her first foul. And right now, you're seeing Kristen Harlan continuing to bring the team closer. The lead was 9 just a little while ago, with 7:20 to go in the third, but now it's been on a downward trend as the Eagles have chipped their way right back into this. Hunter on the right wing. Skip pass to the left wing over to Jones. Jones couldn't get it to fall, and the Eagles are going to let it go out of bounds, and they have a chance now to draw a little closer on this one. 5:03 to go. Jefferson comes in for Jones.
Jefferson re-enters the lineup for Langston, replacing Jones.
Turnover.
All right, throws it away that time. Gladness thought somebody was going left. They went right.
Zigged when he should have zagged. Timeout.
So timeout has been called on the floor. Today's game, of course, is being brought to you by Blue Sky Bank. Since 1905, they've been dedicated to living, working, and growing with our customers and our communities. Be a part of opening any checking account today and receive a free gift. Ask for details. Visit online at bluesky.bank. That's bluesky.bank, or call 1-833-712-4700. That's 1-833-712-4700. Blue Sky Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Maurice Prince, Gary Woods here on the call, Gary. And it's like every time the Lions look like they're ready to seize the moment, seize the opportunity, here they come knocking at the door, and the Eagles start making a push, and they continually find themselves in the mix, 1 or 2 possessions down in this game.
You know, I think that has everything to do with how the Lady Lions, are playing. And I don't necessarily know what's going through these student athletes, what's going through their head. But to me, it just seems like when we get the rhythm, then that's when something happens, whether it be a turnover or an ill-advised shot or something like that. But it's almost like, I don't know, we're kind of getting in our own way right now a little bit. And then the other thing, too, is, Maurice, I want to check the free throws. It seems like there were a lot of, in this third period so far, it's like the free throws have been kind of problematic as well.
I'm glad you brought that. See, Gary, I can tell you and I have been working together a long time, because that's exactly where I was going. Over the course of the season, Southwest Christian gets 20 opportunities at the free throw line. As it stands in the game right now, they've been there 21 times. 13 of those they've knocked down, and that's one of the reasons why they have not been able to eclipse the Lion lead. That's 61% in the game. That's what they're shooting. The Lions.
Nice move.
And nice dive. Beautiful job at just breaking down the defense. She might have had one of them Ginsu knives the way she carved that up.
Yeah,
nice job by Hunter.
I mean, she did a little shake and bake with the dime. That's what you got to have out of your point guard.
And then drove into the trees. I want to know what they're going to call there.
Yeah, they're going to call a blocking foul.
They're going to call a blocking foul there against Jefferson.
Jefferson, her third.
Jefferson, third foul, but again, There was a wall there, and the offensive player felt like,
Well,
Carmela Jefferson said, I can break the wall.
Well, the issue there is Alexandria Jefferson wasn't set. She wasn't set. That was the whole thing. I mean, yeah, they were trying to get a stop, but it was as if, when you're late to the party, you're going to get called for the fouls. You got to be early if you're going to get a charging foul.
Jefferson goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line. She now has 4 points, and the lead is now 37-32 now. Hunter, who's had some absolute beautiful passes.
Nice.
Pulls up from the elbow jumper, and it's sweet.
I saw it. I mean, she was working that thing as if she was SGA.
Nice teardrop on that shot.
Yes, it was.
Jefferson being covered by Hunter.
Long
Deep
three-pointer.
three-point shot nearly from the parking lot.
Rebound, Lady Lions.
Rebound pulled down by Thomas. Here come the Lady Lions. Hunter across the timeline now with 3:43
Give it
to
back
go.
to her. Take that. Take her off the dribble.
Hunter drives to the left wing. Gets it over to Harris. Harris swings it back up top to DT. DT
Nothing in there.
swings it back out to Jefferson. And Jefferson launches a three-pointer
in and out.
as time expires.
Wow.
And it's going to be a jump ball situation, and it looks like it'll belong to the Eagles here.
I mean, I feel sorry for Jefferson right now because she's putting them up, and the shots are on. They're just not falling. That shot, it touched every part of the rim before it came out. And so, I just want to encourage you, hey, put a little bit more backspin on the ball. Maybe you'll get it to fall.
Ball in the hands of Mason, who takes the ball to the right wing now. Jefferson trying to get some space to operate. Gladness.
Oh, nice feed by Gladness. Just got away from the
Minor, who hands off to Harlan. 5 seconds on the clock. Does
good
Minor see it?
defense.
Nobody has the ball.
Turnover.
And the Lions get it. Palmer up to Hunter.
2-on-1
Hunter
break.
bounce pass inside to
Nice.
Tucker. What another dime. Sweet passes.
Guess what?
By
Timeout.
somebody needs to get her some glasses because she's seeing those passing lanes and dropping them sweet dimes
Yes,
all
she is.
afternoon long. Hunter again with another pass to Tucker. Tucker with 12 points on the afternoon.
Mo,
It's just been entertaining.
What's Hunter's stat line so far?
Hunter's stat line: 4 points. That is her. Will be her third assist on the afternoon thus far. That's all she has. But there's not to mention how many countless ones that she's dropped that nobody was able.
I know, right?
I mean, I took you to the bank, but you couldn't put it. You
Right.
couldn't make the deposit.
She's been dropping dimes. It's just that nobody's been cashing them in.
Now, normally you say people get offended because I know Charles Barkley and LeBron James got onto it when they talk, and Kevin Durant got into it when you talk about are you driving the bus or are you the bus driver?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this way: everybody from Langston is on the bus that Hunter's riding on,
Right.
and she's trying to drop you off
Right.
right there at the rim.
You got to be ready, though.
You got to be ready.
Yeah. Don't make her slow down for you. You need to speed up and get on the bus with her.
So as it stands right now, that has been the difficulty and the challenge overall. And you're talking about the opportunities as the Lions surge again. The lead is back up to 9 points with 2:41 to go in the third. And you're talking to yourself right now, hey, listen, the Lions have not been able to break a double-digit lead today simply because of these moments right here where they've got to be smarter about what they're doing overall. You know what I mean, Gary?
Yeah, no. And, I was kind of wondering, Coach Vincent called that timeout, and I was thinking to myself, no, Coach, let him run, Coach. But I think he saw something that he needed
Harris,
to
what a
turnover.
Unbelievable steal on that one. And now Minor has it.
Yep, that's a turnover now.
Back in the hands of Tucker behind the back dribble. Tucker almost loses it. Gets the ball in the hands of Hunter. Hunter sets him up, drives in the lane,
Euro.
hits it with the Euro.
With the
and
right
Hunter
hand.
With the
With the
sauce.
right hand. Look at you.
Hunter doing a great job on that play right there.
Go on, get your son.
And it is the largest lead of the game for the Lions now as it's pushed to 11 points. All forced by the Lions defense right now that has forced what will be
turnover.
another turnover in the game, which will be turnover number 17
2 on
in the
1.
game. To the basket goes Harris. And Jermani Harris is going to go to the free throw line
She
now,
got
shooting
fouled,
2.
But I think the Southwest Christian player took the majority of the brunt. Yeah, I think her head hit the court.
That's her third, team's fifth of the quarter.
Harlan's getting up slow.
Yeah,
and she's a little woozy.
Yeah, her head did hit the court. I mean, she went down hard. Looked like she's okay, though. She's talking to her teammates, and she appears to be walking in a straight line. So I think we're good. She just needs a minute.
G. Harris at the line.
So Harris at the line getting ready to shoot 2. Back rims that one, shot no good. Harris not getting into the scoring column as of yet, although she has 2 rebounds and 2 steals. Harris can be an absolute pest if you think you can bring the ball up. Harris goes 1 of 2 at the line now. She's finally on the scoring sheet.
Yeah, that's a foul. Yeah.
And Harden's going to get called with the foul, and in this situation, we're going to go back and start shooting free throws.
Yeah.
44-32, lead up to 12.
Harden was a little handsy on that inbound play. She kind of got her hands caught in the cookie jar. She doesn't agree with it, but that's the way it looked from up here, Mo.
It did. And that is her, I do believe, her second personal foul.
That's what I have. I have her with 2.
So Jaden Mason at the free throw line. Mason again with 7. Harlan is the high flyer for the Eagles with 8. Then Scott and then Miners with 6 and 5 respectively.
How many you say Mason has?
Mason has 7. Make that 8.
Okay.
44-34.
You know, she's from Stillwater, Oklahoma, so she should have a little bit of a home crowd here to watch her.
Harris.
Look like we got a jump ball. Possession stays with the Lady Lions.
Alternate possession goes to Langston.
So we'll go to Langston now. And it looks like Hunter's going to throw it in with 96 seconds to go here.
Got Crosby coming in for Harden.
Get it in. Tucker. Spin move. Trying to turn around with that. Well, I call that the Kobe.
Oh, yeah, she did. She kind of did
the
that
pivot left-right shot.
Yeah, with the fadeaway. Fell a little short. Switching. Oh, they got the mismatch down the low post. Turnover.
Can't find it because Harris comes away with the steal.
3-2
Harris drives
break.
into the front court. Bounce pass over to Timmons. And Timmons cashes the check at the bank.
Timmons, assist by G. Harris.
Timmons now with 6.
Long. Nice
3-point shot by Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Rings true for 7 now that she has on the afternoon. And that just keeps knocking that lead back down to 9. Steady dribble up top.
What was that?
And it looks like the ball's going to be stuck on the side of the goal on that shot there by Tucker.
No, it says, what did they call it?
On
Foul?
Langston's
Wow,
Timmons,
loose ball foul on
So
Timmons.
Gets called for the foul with 33.1 seconds to go in the third. And it's Timmons' third foul.
Okay, yeah.
Mason swings it back out. Jefferson
Man,
lines up
you gotta
her second 3-point shot.
You gotta do
Carmella
something.
Jefferson's heating up.
You got to do something about Jefferson.
And she's
Now,
got
she
the
likes-
lead back down to 6.
She likes that shot at the top of the key.
9 seconds. Hunter. Going to swing the ball cross court in the hands as Tucker fires
Short.
it as time expires in the third. But the Lions will go in, expanding their lead by 1, 46-40. The right way to play. When we play the right way, everyone rises. because the right way isn't just about the rules of the game, it's about respect for the game and the culture it fosters. The NAIA takes the student part of student athletes seriously, balancing growth of the whole person with athletic achievement, because that's the right way to play on the field, in the classroom, within the community. The NAIA, college athletics the way it was meant to be played. Maurice Prince and Gary Woods here. Again, what kind of fight do these Eagles have? A tremendous heart, tremendous ability to keep rising and fighting in this game. Right. The lead got to double digits, and it looked like the Lions were poised to run away again. Up steps, in this case, Carmela Jefferson, who knocks down 6 points, 2 3-pointers in the last 90 seconds to bring the team within 6 now, cutting the 12-point margin down in half.
I'm going to start calling her Carmelo Anthony Jefferson, and she keeps shooting that 3-ball like that. Golly.
She's been impressive coming off the bench. She is the first Eagle in double-digit scoring. She's got 10, and she's been dynamic and had an impact in the game overall. The Lions itself have 2 players in double-digit scoring. You've got Alyssa Palmer with 14, and then Janiyah Tucker with 12, doing their best to do Batman and Robin type things on the floor. It's about time to start the final frame of this game this afternoon, Gary. The team that will win will do what?
The team that will win will be the team that continues to force turnovers and make free throws. Okay, we had a stoppage of play. I think it's an issue
the clock. Yeah, the clock did not move far enough. Either that they wanted a few more seconds off the clock. So it's 9:56 to go left in this game. Mason throws it in. Interested to see if we get a chance to get an update on Harlan, who again took a shot. Want to see if she can get back in the game.
Rebound.
Robertson with the shot, no good. Harris with the rebound. Up top to Hunter. To the corner. Back up top. Tucker fires a 3. Side rim. No foul. Harris had a chance to get an easy one there.
Easy one, but she didn't. She should have let the ball come down to her. And
she rushed it, not knowing where her opponent was.
Yep.
Ball drifts out. Rebound by Tucker. Shot was not able to fall there time by Brooke Robertson.
Yeah. But I tell you what, Langston really does have some really good rebounding guards. That's money right there.
Inside to Palmer, who swings it back out.
Oh, dime
inside goes Simon.
But was it foul or was it just she lost the ball?
To me, it should have been considered to be a shooting foul.
I thought it was, not unless it was, I don't know. They just blew it dead. They said 1-1.
No, it can't be 1-1. Clock. The foul's reset.
Okay.
But
why is he holding? Why is he?
Okay, we're going to have to get clarification. I'm not really sure what the officials are stopping action for here, Gary.
1-0.
It's not clear.
1-0 on the foul. So they called a foul on.
So the foul's going to be called against 1-0. That would have been Timmons.
No.
Can't be Timmons.
No.
Okay. In the lane goes Palmer. She can't get it to fall. Simon with the rebound, and then she's fouled.
Yep.
So now we have our first official foul on the afternoon, of the fourth, because we finally see it on the board.
Foul on Jade Mason of Southwestern.
So Mason getting the foul. So 46-40. 8:42 to go in the contest. Ball in pass to Tucker, who went up, skied up, caught the inbound pass, tried to kiss it off the glass, but is fouled. To the free throw line she goes.
Shaq Gladness, her second team second of the quarter.
Tucker.
Yep. Loose ball.
So a loose ball situation, 46-40, 8:35 to go. So jump ball, possession. So again, they just said the possession arrow now belongs to Langston. Hunter to throw it in. Simon chases down the inbound
my goodness,
pass.
She double dribbled. They missed it.
I'm just trying to get, what do we have here? Okay, we have a second team foul called against the Eagles, but I yet to know what it is. So Tucker now gets this one in. Hunter on the wing, kicks it out to Tucker. Tucker with 12, drives the lane.
Man.
Tremendous move by Tucker, couldn't get it to
$1
fall.
million move. Golly. But you got a
Tucker
$5
is so-
finish on that. You got to go on and get your money. You do all that hard work. Go ahead on and finish it off WNBA style.
Tucker doing her best impression to get the ball, driving it. Just any move that she makes is all world. She can be all money. She's doing a tremendous job overall.
I mean, she putting it down out there.
Ball on the left wing, up top to Tucker. Tucker
go,
up fakes
left
into the
hand.
lane,
Loses
loses the
it.
ball,
That
driving
was
it.
That was money. I mean, it's like these Tucker and Hunter, they can get in the paint pretty much anytime they want to. I'm going to just say that right now. Hands up, Simon. There you go.
Into the lane, gonna end up with a
Turnover.
steal there by Palmer, who swings it back over to Tucker, and we're back off to the races. Foul situation, Langston has not been called for a foul in this period. However, Southwestern has 3. Ball to the corner. Hunter thought about the 3, drive and kick.
Rims out. Loose ball. Good hustle by Simon on the rebound. Dime!
What a beautiful pass inside as Germani Harris gets it. Hunter can do nothing more but clap her hands, and we going to clap our hands too and salute that one. Hunter's finally getting some out there. That is going to be technically her 4th assist of the night. 48-40 overall, Gary. It's just been impressive what Hunter has been able to do. 6 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds in the game.
Hey, I'm not just her, but also, too, I got to give much love to Palmer and also to Tuck. I mean, I'm just giving them all. The guard play has been, those 3 guards have been doing an outstanding job. And then, of course, I don't want to take anything away from I'm blanking on her name right now.
Talking about
Harris. I don't want to take anything away from Harris because she's been getting steals and forcing turnovers, playing good defense. She's not been cashing in at the free throw line or with points.
But
but defensively, she's been forcing some turnovers, ripping people, going the other way with the basketball.
It's the G. Harris factor. She has an impact in the game whenever she can come and get a chance to find her spot. In this game, her stats are not going to blow you away.
No.
But what I am going to say here is she's doing it in 3 to 4 different categories, which always has an impact. 3 assists, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 steals in the game.
Dang, I mean, that means you are everywhere doing everything. You're just not getting, baskets in the hoop. But other than that, you're playing a heck of a game and your presence is being felt.
Yeah.
Hat off to that young lady.
Palmer is
Germani Harris.
Yeah, so when you start talking about Palmer overall in the game, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 steals. That's just nasty
That's
itself.
a heck of a stat line.
And they're going to throw it out on the inbounds play. I mean, that's tough. Mason threw it out on the inbounds play. Hunter.
Money.
Turned and fire there by Timmons. Jefferson now has it, being guarded now by Tucker. Tucker has 3 fouls now. Nice defense by Hunter.
Yep,
Who
nice.
played that just like a free safety.
I mean, you look down at the court, and they just don't seem that big of players. They're not really tall, long guards, but, man, they have ups and athleticism like you wouldn't believe.
Contact by Simon. She's going to catch Mason, but Mason baited her into it.
Yeah, and that's going to be Simon's fourth. So now we're going to see a small lineup as Jones checks into the game. So right now it looks like the Lady Lions are going to be playing with 5 guards. I guess it doesn't matter because they're going to be playing man-to-man. Jones is a little bit of a combo 3-4 type player, but very skilled.
Oh, no question about it.
Very skilled.
And that's what you're saying. This team is continuing to learn how to play different style of games. You know, you talked about seeing the game against OCU, you know, on this past week, Gary. You made the comment that, you know, turnovers they were able to force, but they hadn't had to beat any team in a half-court set.
Right.
So
what is this?
Shot from the wing
good
is no good.
Rebound.
Again, guess who? Harris.
Yep, Harris.
Back in the hands now.
Ooh.
Inside, Hunter drops it down again and gives it up. That's what I'm talking about.
Goodness.
2 teammates give each other a high five as the lead is back up to 10.
And she could have got that money on her own, but instead, what did she do? She dropped it off and said, "Girl, go and get you some."
On the ground.
What we got?
And it looks like a timeout has been called. What a job by the defense of the Langston Lady Lions, smothering.
Yes.
Suffocating, swarming like a bunch of bees to honey.
Yep.
That ball goes down on the ground, be expecting to find a lion around
Swarming.
And
I mean, just swarming.
And that has been the interesting part about it. But when we start talking about how these Lady Lions play, if they can ever get their offense, that deep three-point shot that they're shooting, to fall with a little bit more consistency, they'd be really great. As it stands right now, Gary, when we start talking about offense right now, the Lady Lions overall in the Sooner Athletic Conference, if I looked at the rankings right this morning, rank number 5 in offense.
Right.
Number 1 defense.
Most definitely.
And if they can get that offense into the top 3, you're a dangerous team. Nobody wants to play you because you have the defensive identity and the ability to score the ball.
I think if they get a little bit bigger, if they get a little bit better down in the low post, I think there's no telling how far this team can go. But as far as guard play is concerned, it's scary because how many guards have Coach Vincent played so far in this game? With impact, he's played 7 different guards.
Scott is going to get tied up again.
Violation.
Another shot clock violation, and that is the 4th one today.
Yep.
So 5:52 to go. The lead is up to 10. This is the danger zone now. The Lions have had the lead up to 12. Will they assert themselves here, and how much fight is left in the Eagles? We're about to find out. They switched to zone defense right now. Ball's deflected out, and it will still be Lion ball.
Got to take care of the basketball. This is an opportunity for you to make a significant run and just kind of put the game out of reach.
5:33 to go. Swing out.
Shot. Ooh, she gave you the shot up right
1
there.
second,
There it
and
is.
Tucker fires it,
Yep,
and that
too
shot's
late.
going to be a shot clock violation.
She had the shot when the ball was given to her on the elbow. She just kind of talked herself out of it.
All right, back to work now. Across the timeline goes Mason. Mason on the left wing, looking. Kicking it out to Scott. Stolen that time. Nat Jones has it.
3-on-1.
Jones to the cup. She goes
All
and
the way.
scores.
Nicely done.
Jones with 4. 3 assists and now 3 steals to boot. Tying the biggest lead of the game with 12. Jefferson. Scott ends up with it, and nice to see.
Nicely done.
Nice to see Kristen Harlan to get back in the game, Gary. You know, we saw her take that difficult spill.
Yeah.
She's back in the game, and then she not only comes back in the game, she says, let me show you what I got after that little bit of rest.
Yeah, she drove right, did a nice job of taking that nice little Euro step, kissed it off the glass. I was concerned about her because when she took that foul and went out of the game, not only did she hit her head on the court, but she also had a Langston player on top of her, which kind of added to the impact. So
community banking at its best.
No doubt about it. So with the final, we're here for about the final 4 minutes and 42 seconds left in the game, Garrett. And if you're the Lions, just keep doing the things that have gotten you this lead, because eventually you're going to have to see the Eagles start either, if they have a desire to foul to extend the game, or they're going to have to start firing some three-point shots to start knocking down this lead, because they have not really truly been able to just, establish rhythm offense in back-to-back possessions.
Yeah. I mean, depending on what happens here, maybe in the next 2 minutes, you're going to see probably a foul strategy play out here because they do have some fouls to give.
All right.
Yeah, the Eagles do have fouls to give right now.
Working the ball around the edges right now.
The Eagles are extending that zone play a little bit.
Working the ball around. Shot from the elbow. Shot no good there by DT.
Rebound Jones.
Jones with the rebound, and this time contact foul. Team foul number 5 to the free throw line goes Langston. Langston on the afternoon is 60% shooting from the free throw line. They have not shot one in the fourth. They shot 7 free throws in the third, 3 of 7 for 42%. And the Lions must do better in trying to close out games. She back rims that one, no good.
Let me ask you a question, Mo. I mean, to get tournament ready, because that's the beauty of going into second semester, coming out over the break, is that I think this is the transition period where teams start thinking about, hey, the conference standings, and then they start getting themselves down into the conference tournament, right? Where do you see the Lady Lions, their preparedness towards the conference, particularly when it comes to things like shooting free throws, things of that nature?
Well, first of all, you have to come through the steps and realize where this team started from. Shot there.
Rims out, rebound, Palmer.
Palmer is going to push the ball. But to answer your question, this team had no continuity of playing with each other.
Yeah.
This is a brand new full roster of this team.
You are right.
So with that being said, you got to take it in stages. And the first, it's about getting to know each other, and can we identify our true nature. As Harden fires a 3, shot no good that time. Rebound pulled down by
Scott.
Brooke, by Alexis Roberson. Pull up there by Scott, rolls around and down, and the lead's back to 8. The second phase was after we get everybody understanding and acclimated, then it's trying to identify the roles.
Yeah.
Where do I fit in on this team? The continuity. The last phase for me, then, Gary, is within health, is to really play at a high offensive level. Palmer kicks it to the corner. Shot is no good that time.
Matt
And Jones is fouled on the putback attempt. But to take that question of yours truly, where can this team go in terms of individual? Once I know where I need to be and you've got that zone and we have that understanding, and as we get deeper into conference play, you want to know by the time this month is over that we're only focusing on getting ready for the next opponent. We're done teaching. We're done trying to make sure that you understand where the roles are and we fully understand, so that way when we can compete in the NAIA postseason tournament. As it stands now, these Lady Lions and Coach Chris Vincent have done a tremendous job.
Block.
Nice job on that one by Palmer, so she can add that to her resume as well.
Yep, a block.
First block of the game for her. The Lions haven't had any other blocks. That was the first one that'll hit the stat sheet tonight. Ball in the left wing. Ball drifts to the corner.
Almost a carry there.
Back in the hands now of Jefferson.
She gets fouled.
Fouled and has an opportunity to go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. But Gary, to me, that's really what the blueprint has to be if you're Coach Chris Vincent.
Yeah, that's a real nice blueprint. I mean, like I said, come out of first semester, going into second semester, you kind of go through the regular season play. Come February, mid-February, you're getting ready for conference, right? and play that out. And then come March, you're thinking, well, I think, what is it? Where is it for the
Kansas
ladies?
City.
They go to Kansas City as well?
Well, no, the ladies, I have to see where they rotate
I thought
them
it was
to.
like St. Louis or
It
something.
might be St. Louis this year. So as that shot falls there for
Robin
Timmons.
Simon re-enters the lineup for Langston, replacing G. Harris.
So as it is, Harris steps out of the game. She leaves the game right now with 2:08 to go, full timeouts called. But, Gary, the most exciting part about it is you just don't know where this team's going to end up, how they're going to end up playing, and how it's going to end up. But I am excited about the continued development of them. If you're Southwestern, this was a very important game to you.
Yeah.
You're sitting at 5-4 in conference play. You're right in the middle. And your line is really the division line, because if they win this game today, they've gone to 6-3. They would have joined the upper echelon. But now you're going to give Langston has an opportunity now to improve to 8-2 this weekend, which means that there'll be about 2-game separation. And you don't want anybody to get too far ahead of you, because when it comes to seeding, I mean, this Southwestern Christian team is good enough to get not only to play well in the Sooner Athletic Conference tournament, but they would like to be a team that's also on the bubble to try and get in the postseason tournament. I act like it's all over. No, there's a lot of basketball to be played.
There's a lot of basketball, no. But you got to have a plan.
You have a plan,
yeah,
right.
Yeah, you have a blueprint, a plan. And by the way, to our listeners, the NAIA Women's National Championship or tournament will be held in Sioux City, Iowa.
Okay. Going back to my home state.
And the men's will be held in Kansas City.
All right. Cross the timeline now.
Yep, that's a charge.
And they're going to call an offensive foul right there against Jaden Mason. And Jaden Mason just picked up her 5th foul. Her afternoon is done.
Wow.
Hate
Great
for that
foul
for
by
her.
Tuck did a good job of.
She leaves the game today with 9 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, and a steal in the contest.
She played well. I mean, she made several good moves, had several good plays.
Number 14, Brooke Robertson, re-enters the lineup, replacing Mason for Southwestern.
And now it looks like Southwest Christian's going to open up and try to press a little bit. Langston's going to work this clock.
1:45 to go. Backing up to the logo goes Hunter. Hunter looking for space, gets it over to Simon. Back to Hunter. Hunter kicks it to the corner.
Palmer.
3-point shot by Palmer is no good. Back tap. Simon ends up with it. She can't get that first one to fall. And the Lions have missed a lot of point-blank shots at the rim today, Gary.
Yeah, they have. If I'm CV, I'm working on that in practice tomorrow.
3-point shot. No good. Rebound by Hunter. I mean, it's been several times. It's enough worth noting that they've allowed a lot of easy points on the floor as Tucker resets, gets it back to Hunter. 16 seconds on the shot clock, under a minute to go in this game.
I mean, they can go.
Foul going to be called.
Foul is on Southwestern.
So,
yeah, Robertson. That was Robertson at number 21.
All right.
She drew the foul.
So she just drove the foul, and it will take a seat here. And at the free throw line goes Hunter. Hunter with 7 points, 3 rebounds. This screen says in front of me 3 assists, so I have to say that. But I'm telling you now, she's had 4 assists.
She should have had about 12 or 13.
Yeah, I mean, she's been that efficient on her passing today.
Oh, yeah.
Hunter now with 8.
Yeah, she's been dropping so many dimes a day. She should have a pocket full of money.
Well, no, she shouldn't have any money because she's been issuing it out. Nobody will take the money. I mean, like I said. I mean, it's been a constant problem here today, Gary. I don't want to complain, but, they gave away $250 at halftime. Nobody was here to get it.
Nobody wants it.
Nobody wanted it.
Nobody wants money
but
around here.
But they didn't ask us.
Yeah.
Caden Scott is now fouled out of the game. She now picked up her 5th foul. So working the ball around. And it's Jefferson over to up fake. Goes Minor. Kicks it back out to Harlan. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Ooh.
And a 3-point shot. Beautifully knocked down by Brooke Robertson. So Robertson's asking the same question I am, or is it a timeout called on the floor? Timeout called on the floor. 55-47 is the score here. And again, if you're the head coach, if you are Rollins, Andy Rollins, you want to try and practice, okay, this is what we do in this situation, trying to learn how to continue to fight. Because there's going to be other games like this.
Oh, yeah.
But that's something that you definitely want to continue to improve on over the course of the game. And that's going to be, to me, a big-time point overall that every team definitely wants to make. They want to get better, Gary, and they also want to leave with other options as they, get out of here and try to get ready for their next contest.
Right. I mean, that's simply, playing the long game. I mean, I hadn't looked into Southwest Christian's standing right now. I'm sorry, I think we saw it earlier, but like I said, this is, again, a long season. It continues to be a long season. And so there's still a lot of basketball to be played. It's, just because you lose one doesn't necessarily mean you can't get better. And you and I both have seen teams like have dramatic turnarounds when they start getting, deeper in the conference, and then also too making a run through the conference tournament.
And Palmer catches it, and then Harlan, who's going to foul, and to the free throw line goes Palmer. Palmer has 14, tied for a game-high 14 points. She's tied with Tucker.
Right.
Both of them haven't shot the ball extremely well, but because of their energy, their motor, and types of shots they've been getting, it's been able to fall for them. Tucker on the day, 5 of 16 shooting in her 14 points. And, of course, Palmer, 5 of 12 for 14. 32 seconds to go. So there will be a 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. All right, steady dribble. Shot up and down there for Palmer. She now has a game-high 15 points, 31.9 seconds to go.
Yeah, she's really, really making her case right now for the player of the game. Yep.
2 for 2.
16.
16 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 steals. You deserve player of the game if you mess around and get 5 steals in a game.
Right.
Oh. Turnaround shot there, nicely done
Basket
by Harlan. And Harlan's finally exploded into double digits now.
Foul is on Southwestern Christian's Miners, her third.
Yeah, they're going to foul this thing on out.
So 57-49, and to the free throw line now goes Palmer.
Palmer at the line for Langston.
Steady dribble by Palmer, lets the shot go. Nicely done.
Yeah, soft touch.
Palmer now with 17 points, 18.7 seconds to go in the women's game. Back rims that second one. Wasn't able to get it to fall. Ball in the hands, rotating around, handoff to Jefferson. Jefferson.
Yep. Lady Lions.
Bounce pass inside and drive and cut. Little give and go. Basket by Morgan Larson. Yep. 2 seconds. And gets across the timeline as time expires in the first contest tonight. And the Lady Lions emerge victorious 58-51. The Lions improved to 14-2 on the season overall, 8-2 in conference play. Southwestern does fall in this game to 8-6 and 5-5 in conference, and find themselves in a situation where they're going to be not necessarily in a must-win situation, but they can't go next week.
Right.
If there's only one game, they need to win the one. If it's two games, they need to do no less than split.
Yeah.
And the reason why is you don't want to be on the bottom side of the conference. Everything gets tougher for you from that route. This is one of those they call moving weekends here. It's January, early part of the second semester is about to start for most of the schools, and you want to be in a position to get things done. As it stands right now, Harlan finishes with the game high or team high, 12 points and 3 rebounds and 1 steal in the game. Got to give a lot of love to Jaden Mason, who finished with 9 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, 1 steal. She did foul out in the contest. Robertson finished with 3 points and 1 rebound in the game. Cadron Scott finished with 8 points, 4 rebounds, 11 assists, and it was a very quiet game for her, although she fouled out. She, averages about 14 points, but for her it was a quiet game. We knew she was playing, but her presence was not felt in this one. On the other side, coming off the bench, got to give a nice love to Carmela Jefferson, who finished with 10 points, 5 rebounds. The girl who's 5'3" for that team did a great job overall. And then, of course, got to say, Taylor Miners finished the game with 5 points and 2 rebounds overall. Larson scored a basket. Gladness 2 rebounds, 2 points, but 7 rebounds and 1 steal in the game. Now, looking at it from the perspective of Langston tonight, Langston ended up shooting as a team 20 of 66, 30% in the game. Not a lot, but they missed a lot of easy baskets today, and I'm sure Chris Vincent will have a lot to say about that. As a team, they shot 3 of 25 for 3, 12%. At the free throw line, 15 of 25, 60%. Not really great numbers overall. Individual performances, though, there's a lot to talk about. You've got G. Harris, who finished the game with 3 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 steals in the contest. Then you've got Danae Thomas, who finished with 2 points and 2 rebounds in the game overall. Simon, 5 points, 4 rebounds in the game overall. But Janiyah Tuck, 14 points, 8 rebounds, Gary. She had the most rebounds in the game to go with 1 steal in the contest. Then from the starters, you end up with Amaris Timmons with 4 points in the game, 3 rebounds. Nat Jones, 4 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals. Then you've got Hunter finishing the game with 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists in the contest. And finally, Alyssa Palmer, 17 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and a game-high 5 steals.
Right.
She brought the nasty today.
Yes, she did.
Overall,
and a block.
All to go with it overall.
Yeah.
So a tremendous game for her overall. But the Lions' numbers rebounding, they finished as a team +1 in that category, Gary. So that tells you the work. They forced 24 turnovers against Southwestern today. So, Gary, if you had to pick a player of the game, who is it going to be? Palmer, without question. Alyssa Palmer, the player of the game, 17 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 steals overall. We're going to take a break and get ready. The boys' game is coming up. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. He's Gary Woods. I'm Maurice Prince. Want to make sure we thank all our sponsors: Blue Sky Bank, MJ Bail Bonds, Community Health Centers of Oklahoma, Guiding Right, the Black Chronicle newspaper, and Tinker Federal Credit Union. We'll be back.
This broadcast is the exclusive property of Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, reproduction, or any other use of the accounts, descriptions, or audiovisual elements of this broadcast without the express written consent of Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company is strictly prohibited. All rights reserved.